Calypso.
Calypso, our spirit, our medley, brought to you by First Citizens.
For much of the last century, Calypso music has been a source of education for the population. From the good to the bad to the bold, this genre had emerged as the people's newspaper.
Young talk, they're talk protected. Almost every young girl expecting. Go tomorrow, best is tomorrow. Then the another child to crying.
Yet, despite a storied history originating from West African Calypso roots, Calypso music less than a century ago would have been almost unrecognizable to many today.
Work all night and a drink a rum. Daylight come and we want go home. Stack banana till the morning come.
American singer Harry Belafonte has split the Calypso world on whether his music really was Calypso.
So when you hear Belafonte and Mr. Poindexter, that is not Calypso, that is brandy mixed with water.
Some Calypsonians don't consider what they would have sung as Calypso music.
Maybe that is just jokeless concept. And maybe if you ask a guy like Luther, he may give you a different concept.
David Rudder says Belafonte's contribution to Calypso music was critical.
People always say about Harry Belafonte, Thief Calypso and that, but if Harry Belafonte wasn't there, you know, the story of Calypso wouldn't have been what it is today, you know?
But by the words of both Rudder and Valentino, Calypso music evolutionized down the decades.
Introducing the lyrical power and the great honorable pretender. He's the true grandmaster, the extempo. With the rhythm and rhyme and the lyrics on the floor. So tell it to the world and make the whole world know. He's a living legend in the house of Calypso. So come in, pretender.
Some people in the world today don't realize that worries don't pay. Let the people in the world today don't realize that worries don't pay.
Calypso have different stages. And maybe that was just a part of the stage in Calypso.
Are you saying it's now evolutionized to what it is today?
Of course.
What have you made of that evolution?
Well, to me, it could be international because music have no limit.
Somebody suffering more than you.
Brother Valentino has long criticized the Dimash Grass show for destroying the art form. It's a sentiment Heather McIntosh agrees with.
I think many Calypsonians focus on the competition rather than on the music. And there, for me, is where the challenge lies. If you are going after the crown, then there are particular things that you do or don't do in order to attain the crown.
After all these people and places, where the hell did Calypso go? And I've been some cheating competition on some plastic Dimash show.
It prompted me to ask David Rudder about the state of Calypso music right now.
It's no weak spot. It's no weak spot right now, you know?
What do you make of the state of Calypso music right now, Brother Valentino?
It's losing its essence. It's losing its taste.
To address this decline, we turned our attention to the education of Calypso music in schools.
They will have to put Calypso on the curriculum if they want Calypso to really, come alive again and that to be that force it was and that voice.
If we look at the SEA exam, which is, the big exam that all students do at the end of primary school, there is a comprehension element where poetry has to be judged. And I'm saying that we could use a Calypso instead of some poem that you take from some far-off land that has no cultural relevance to the children.
Given the challenges society faces, David Rudder says the art form is a mere reflection of the societal ills, but one that ultimately keeps the country in check.
Calypso.
Calypso, Our Spirit, Our Medley, brought to you by First Citizens.